I just want to introduce everyone tonight that's going to be presenting, or that's part of what's going on for tonight. So Joe and Dino are from Markham Industrial. Come on up, guys. Rick is also, Joe and Dino are the owners for Markham Industrial. Rick is the manager over at the Pickering location, so you've probably seen him. I'm not sure if anyone's gone to the new location, but it is really nice, and I highly recommend you stop in. And then Patrick is with Laguna Tools, and he's actually brought all this stuff together. So I just want to say thank you on behalf of all of our members for coming out and putting this event on for us. Al, I also want to thank you again. Where are you, Al? Stand up, Al. This is all Al doing all his work. So Dino just want to say a few words, and so does Pat. So come on up, guys.
Okay, smell good here?
Make sure that's on.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
Right, great turnout, guys. Thanks for having us. I'm just going to say a couple of words just on behalf of Markham Industrial. We have the two locations. This year we celebrated 35 years at the Markham location, and we're at 28 years at the Pickering location. I quickly did the math earlier, and we're old school guys. We have over 200 years of experience with the people that work there. Myself, 40, Joe's at 42. I know Rick's been like 30-something. So if you haven't been to the Pickering location, please get to the Pickering location. We're really, really proud of it. If you're in the Markham area, I've seen a lot of faces. Obviously, really nice location there as well. All right? Just thanks for having us. I just want to tell everybody, I was talking to Rob, and I think you guys have a membership card. So if you ever come to one of the two locations and you do want to, interested in purchasing something, if you show one of us the membership card, we're going to offer 5% up over and above the special pricing we already have, because we always have contractor pricing in place. You guys will be offered 5% over and above that. If you knew our margins, you would know that's very, very good, okay? And 15% over and above on accessories. So just show your membership card to anybody at the counter. Rick will tell the people at Pickering, Joe and I will tell the guys at Markham, and let's see how we can help you. Thanks for having us. I know tonight is all about Laguna and some of the lathes, but there's some flyers over there that are just like power tool stuff that doesn't conflict with what we're doing with Laguna. And I'm around, we're all around. Please feel free to ask me any question you want. Thanks for having us, guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
Sorry, thanks, Pat. So we have the ballots over there. I think a lot of you have been filling it out, so just please fill those out. That'll be for our email distribution. And then, I'm not, how are we working the door prize though?
Aren't you giving away one of the lathes as part of the ballot?
Sorry, can I borrow something's here? I didn't hear that. How are we doing the door prize?
We'll draw at the end of the night.
Draw at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So there's 6 prizes, right?
There's 6 prizes. We've donated a bunch of blue, and there's gift cards, and there's a bunch of little stuff.
So don't leave.
7? We're going to do that.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, so don't leave. Everyone's got our own raffle tickets, but we're also going to draw here as well. Pat, do you want to say something?
Does that work with the membership card?
There are a couple of members from WGO and TW or Kawartha as well. Would you also apply
We'll honor that.
So just show your membership card or your badges. That'll work as well, guys, for those that are not part of our club.
Good.
Awesome. Thank you very much. That's fantastic.
Well, good evening, gentlemen and ladies. My name is Patrick Magro. I'm the Canadian Laguna rep for Laguna Tools. We're based out of Southern California, and we've really only been actively promoting the Laguna brand up here for about 3 years now. And the success of the brand has been spectacular, and I have to thank, I've met so many of you already that have invested in our products, and I thank you for that. The lathes that we have here is just a small portion of the product offering that Laguna has. We acquired the Supermax brand about 1.5 years ago, which is our sanding products. What I was just mentioning, I was looking at the heart the gentleman made here. And if he had to refinish that and try to, re-engrave it, a couple of passes through our sander, he'd have it dimensioned perfully.
I already have one.
But we do dust collection. We have dimensioning equipment. We do this large CNC products. It's a pretty diverse product offering. The Pickering store, because it's a new location for them, they just moved it over. In the old store, they didn't really have the space. But hopefully you're going to see the brand even, grow into that store as well. In the meantime, I have business cards. If there's any questions that you have that, whoever you're going to go do business with, feel free to contact me and I'll help you in any way I can. And even from the service standpoint of things, I'd like to make it my job to make sure you're being looked after. Most of our service is done out of Southern California. And sometimes those guys are just overwhelmed and it might be a couple days before you even get a return call. But if that is the case, that's where I need to know. So my phone number is available. You got my cell number, which I answer it all the time. So if one of the individuals at Markham Industrial can't help you, feel free to contact me personally and I'll certainly go to work and make sure you're looked after. I'd like to introduce Hugh Widdup. He's going to be here helping us do the live demonstrations. Most of you fellows ladies and gentlemen, have forgotten more about what Waze do than I've ever learned. So here's Hugh, and I'm going to let him take over from here. And thank you for coming out and having us here.
Now you can all get down.
Maybe we can go for a coffee. Is that too loud, or are we okay? Okay. So we're going to do a 6-inch peppermill here today. I got a nice piece of walnut up. Because we got the two lathes, Pat, is this the first time this lathe's been used in Ontario?
1524 is the first one that came to Canada. It's a brand new machine for us.
So we have I have the pleasure of turning on first. And where's Andrew? The new owner? We'll be gentle with it.
The wood.
So I'm going to start the peppermill on this lathe. And just to show the power in this lathe, I'm going to do most of the drilling on here. And I'll probably come back to this one, so I like the height of it. And I'll finish the peppermill here. It's 10 to 7, and we should be done by 10.
Hugh, would you like to have this up?
Oh, that's where we're going to shoot over here. We should be okay now.
Oh, great.
We should be okay.
Yeah, pretty sure.
So we're going to make this round. So we've got this on the middle setting. We're going at 2100 RPM. So we've got pretty quick on this. Is everybody safe? Yep. I'll try and shoot the 6 over here. What I like about these lathes, because we do so many peppermills, this has like a 4.5-inch stroke on it. And I used to have the 1836 in our studio, and then Pat sold it. So he came up with this one, does the job. But we also have a few other lathes in the studio which we like to use. I'm told that 2436 is coming to the studio, but we'll see. So we made it round. I'm just going to put a 10 in at both ends of this. Put it down to approximately 2 inches. I'm using the Nova chuck on this lathe and Nova on this. I think Markham sells these, so nice little chuck to use. Because the jaws on the chuck have a little dovetail on them. Just put a tiny little dovetail in the front. Get it out of the way. When you're doing this, it's important that the tenons are parallel, or 90 degrees. You make that nice and straight. You want to make sure that surface, because you want these faces to register onto the jaws. Don't make them over 1/2 inch long, because they won't sit straight in the jaw. That becomes an issue. So I'm going to switch. I used a 1/4 inch wide carving tool just to remove a lot of material. You can use it down. If you get a lot of heavily figured wood, I try and take as little wood as I can. I'm going to use a 1/16 wide carving tool here. Cut that off. Get it close. Just finish that a little bit with the saw. That's good. So there's our two parts. I'll leave the top over here. So I'm going to switch over to this lathe now. I'm going to do all the drilling on this lathe. I do a lot of peppermills, and I don't think anybody will do these faster. If you like this method, I'll get my email address. Or I could actually, you got a website? So I can email you the instructions. If you feel like using it, if you had any questions, you can feel free to reach out to me. If there's any questions on why I do it a certain way. So we've turned the speed down on this because we're going to drill a 1 3/4 inch hole in here. We'll just take this off. Putting the face up, this is going to be where the top registers on this. It's nice and smooth. Because Markham Industrial is quite a ways away, I don't get out this way, being in Hamilton. And become quite, I don't know if we're good friends or not, but I deal a lot with woodchuckers. But if Markham has these carbide bits, they're really handy for doing these. So I can turn this. I don't have to worry about these dulling. So what I've done is that's a 1.1 millimeter. The top is going to fit into that. Now I'm going to take a 1 1/16. I like starting the hole with this 1 1/16. I can do this whole peppermill with these little carbides. When I do a really long peppermill. So I use these maxi-cut hole drills, and they really do a nice job. That kit comes with a nice long extension. You probably do a 24-inch peppermill with that quite easily. You can see this is not slowing down at all. I'm pushing this pretty hard. We're in over halfway, so that's good. You gotta go from both ends, so it doesn't matter how far in you go. I'm just gonna true this up a little bit more here. If anybody's got any questions, just holler out. I can turn and answer the questions. So for me, this lathe is nice because I have this lathe in our studio, so it's not a matter of just here. I actually use this lathe. We use it mostly for the high-speed Christmas ornaments, doing pens. But you can change the speed pretty quick. So this is going to go 3,000 RPM at full, 3,500 at full speed. I'm going to turn it down to 28. This lathe is still up on 3 wheels.
Want to take that down?
No, it's fine. Yeah. So even at 3,000 or 3,500 RPM, on the wheels is still sitting, turning very true. So I'm working on the bottom of the peppermill and it's still on the table. I'm just using a spindle detail gouge to do this. See what time you got. That's good. So I'm going to change the speed now. I'm going to bring it back down to the small belt.
Where did you get the extension for your drill bits? Did you get that at Markham or did you get that at the Bushwhackers?
I actually bought that in Pittsburgh at the symposium.
Lee Valley carries the Maxicut.
Yeah, Lee Valley's.
Line.
Yeah.
So
The drills themselves, I've been buying at Lee Valley, and they do carry the. Now you can just keep adding extensions. You could go quite long with that.
Ask Andy.
They're the best drills I've used. Outside of these carbides, they stand up, and I turn them quite quick. Run in production mode. I run these about 1200 RPM, and they just this particular one's probably done, I don't know,
Just show, yeah.
probably a couple hundred peppermills. It's still sharp. And I touch them on the, I've got CBN wheels, and with square edges, I can come in and I can touch these on the wheel, and they're ready to go again.
What make the chuck are you using? Is it a winner or not?
This is a Nova chuck. Yeah.
So when I bought I have a Revo 1836, I
Yep.
bought it about 3 years ago. I know Laguna didn't make a very good line of chucks, or they were making a new model come out, or did they
They
ever
were still
line of
trying
chucks?
to put together a
You still
product
don't really
offering.
have, okay.
Sir?
Forester bit, are you saying that's a carbide, an entire carbide bit?
Carbide inserts, I'll pass this one around because I'm done with it. So you can see the carbide teeth on it.
yeah.
They're about $50, but it saves me a lot of time. If I use, everybody's got the Canadian Tire, the Craftsman set of Forstner bits. They last a hole or two, and on the lathe, they don't even, I don't know if you can get through a hole. I need the big drill.
You hurt my feelings.
That's So I'm just going to drill the bottom cavity to accept the peppermill mechanism. I did a peppermill demo at Lee Valley. They had in Burlington before they switched to that R brand. They had the general lathes, and we couldn't do this. I had to come in and turn the cavity for everybody. We couldn't use the drill at all.
What size is that?
It's 1 3/4. That's 450 RPM. It's no problem at all. Is that what I was supposed to say? That might get along pretty well, so we can go. So I'm back to the 1 1/16 drill now. Closer. I find these keyless chucks brilliant to use. They just make life so much easier. I only have one tool to lose. I don't have to worry about the chuck key with that.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to turn the speed up a bit. We can send it at that speed. Do you carry the Abernet paper at Markham? No. I use this a lot. If the dust clogs up in it, flick it out, you're good to go again. And when I do the shape of the peppermill, because it's so flexible, you can just follow the contour. One thing to make sure, when you're making these, when the two drill points come together, there's a slug in there. The first one I made, gave to my sister-in-law, and we're over at Christmas to use it, or she was going to use it for dinner, and she said, "This doesn't work, Hugh." So what do you mean? She goes, look, filled it up, doesn't work. So embarrassed, they take it all apart. The slug was still in there, it was holding all the peppercorns up. It's like, oh man. So I learned that lesson 18 years ago. I've done it twice since then.